For our final project, I am doing a view of how we'd like to retrofit the homes around St. Leo's. A lot of the older homes built in the 1930s, like this one, have a quarter acre or even more. Some have a half an acre, and we'd like to start with simple construction ideas. One being the greenhouse, and we're trying to get ways to start seeds this time of year, ways that can be affordable. Closer to the house the better. As you see, this one isn't attached, it's harder to heat. But also the solar panels, there is now a cheaper way to do this, and if it's a structure like you see on top of this roof, this house was built in 1939, it makes it a lot easier to do because there are cheap solar panels that you can make at like pennies on the kilowatt. So that's one of the other ideas for Fresh Start Foods, using urban farming guys, ideas and technology. Another obvious one is the chickens and the coop that we're getting ready for some spring chicks here, but just can be built out of cheap particle board and things that really can be dumpster dived, and we'd like to set more of our food pantry patrons and the ones from post-Civil War Burundi, Africa, set them up to be more self-sufficient and have the business when they grow and produce leftovers to sell it at the Findlay market. A few of the other ways to retrofit the home I may get into the next video, but to start out we have the roof water catchment, which is probably the most important. And as you can see on top of this, the gutter runs off the house, collects several dozen square feet of water, and runs down into this 10,000 gallon cistern, which really is going to be key in stuff like this. I'm not sure how visible that is with the video, but inside there's hundreds of gallons. You can see where the water enters, and I hope I don't drop my computer in there as I'm filming with the computer. But a lot of the ideas come from urban farming guys. On a half acre to a quarter acre, even smaller, you can do some of this perennial crop. I see we're filming the new development in the background, which is fine. All the who's in Whoville can learn from this. And we have asparagus. Surrounding the trees are peach, pear, plum, and apple. There's blueberry bushes at the top near the pines. And retrofitting these homes for Fresh Start Foods will be key, because these are people that have been dependent on a UN government tent, and we've started slowly adding a small business to their repertoire. The missing link here is heating and cooling, which we try to do passively, but there is geothermal. You can see where the ground was dug out here, and right now it's subsidized a little bit, where it digs into the ground and it goes in to a pipe just under where the roof water catchment is there. I'll try to show that on the indoors. Different ways to retrofit a house, the herb garden that's directly behind me, and then we'll take you into the geothermal, if this can film with enough light, and how the heating and cooling is cut down by about 80%. This is the machine that's used. It also provides water, hot water, heating and cooling, and it runs through these pipes up high, pumps it 100 feet underground, and then it pumps it back up. As you can see, it goes here under the roof water, and this is also where the sump pump is. And the sump is what we use to flush the toilets and use the garden hose. Another energy saver, hot water heater, but the sump is really key to pump that 10,000 gallons through, especially during garden time, and a renewable source for the geothermal. And I know it is a lot of work and a tall order to ask for, but that's what we are really trying to accomplish at St. Leo's Food Pantry and Fresh Start Foods, using the ideas from the urban farming guys. And that is a wrap.